You're going to have to scroll it. Hey there, it's Stacy Phillips, and you're listening to Stacy Phillips and Friends Season 2. We're back again. Joining me is my good friend and co-host, the hilarious comedian, great businesswoman, actress, and entrepreneur, Katie Cazorla, who last season was my celebrity guest, and now she's my friend. And that's the way this will work. You'll see, Kristine.
I love it. Can't wait.
So welcome, welcome. And I couldn't be prouder and more excited to have both of you here. We have some great guests planned for this season. I cannot wait to hear from them. Each episode, one of my co-hosts, always a dearly loved friend, and I will have conversation with a special guest whom I'm sure you will want to get to know better. Our goal is to keep it light and lively while also providing an empowering message for women and girls. We'll talk about everything but the kitchen sink, including fashion, family, careers, giving back, self-improvement, and more. So let's get into it. And today I'm delighted to have as my co-host a new but very good friend, entrepreneur, and really reality television personality, Katie Cazorla, who sat in that seat as actually on the camera away. What do you call those things? The computer last year. Now she's sitting right here with me. And if being a highly successful businesswoman was not enough, Katie is also a hilarious stand-up comedian who owns and operates one of the hottest clubs in Hollywood, the Kookaburra Lounge. Do you remember that song? I could start singing now, but people would then turn this off. So it's hard to keep up with everything you're doing, sweetie.
I mean, it's a lot. It's crazy, but thank you.
But that's what keeps you going.
I know, it does.
So now our special guest interview, which we call the SGI, Kristine Locker. We have another highly accomplished guest waiting to speak with us. Katie, let's bring in Forbes 1000 entrepreneur and visionary businesswoman, Kristine Locker.
Thank you for having me.
And I want to hear, actually, I know the story, but I want everybody listening to hear how you turned an idea from a problem that you had, and you saw a different reality for it, and now all of us get to enjoy that. So let's talk about the problem and how you developed it.
Should I start now?
Sure.
Amazing. So I was working in real estate in 2019. I'd been in real estate since I graduated college. I started working at Goldman Sachs when I graduated SMU. And then I became a commercial real estate broker after that. But as a hobby, I love to shop online for myself. I love to see what the brands are doing.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, not always to buy things, but I love to just know what are they dropping, what are brands doing. And I'm a very organized person, so I used to keep a Google Spreadsheet full of links of products that I wanted to buy. And I just had this idea in 2019 to make that wish list more visual, because I wanted to see, okay, what are the actual products? When you're looking at links, it's just a brand name. You don't really know.
You don't remember.
I'm like, what was that? And then you have to click through each individual one. So I had this vision to create this more visual shopping experience, and then I wanted to know what my friends were shopping for, and so I created the platform Locker. I first started sketching it on a piece of paper and was like, this is what I want to bring to life, but had no idea where to start. So I started looking for some engineers to help me build it. Maybe your son could have helped me.
I'm sure he could have. And then he learned something about fashion.
Perfect.
I don't know how he didn't quite get that gene. He just,
School is here.
And this is one of several closets. But this all started, since we were in my closet, where my closest girlfriends for many, many years, they would come over with their kids, their husbands, and we would sit in my smaller but main closet in my bedroom, sit on the floor and talk to each other, where we wanted to have really meaningful conversations. We hid in the closet. And that's where this came from. This used to be my mother-in-law's room. And in COVID, it was filled with boxes because I had to work from home. Now it's partly boxes and partly shoe boxes.
The fancy boxes.
Yes, yeah. My Schiaparelli, my Dior, my Hermes, yes. I like the boxes. So you found some students to start your first creation, and where'd it go from there?
So we had the 2 college students help me build it out, and I got really lucky working with them. I hired them off of a platform called Upwork, and and you can have some bad experiences on there. So I actually got really, really lucky hiring them off of Upwork, and they stuck with me for a really long time. So I worked with them hourly from February or March of 2020 until 2022, when I was able to then hire my first full-time engineer. So they helped me build out we started as a Chrome extension. So I don't know if anybody who's not familiar, it just is a plugin on your computer. If you're on any brand website, the Chrome extension pops up and you can save a product into your locker.
Oh, wow.
So they helped me start building that. And then in 2022, I was running out of my own money because I had funded it all myself. And I was like, I need to find an investor and really start to grow the company. So I had posted these poll questions on social media, kind of alluding to trying to just gather data. And one of our users reached out and was like, does this mean you're fundraising? And I was like, yes, I'm thinking about it. And yeah. And we jumped on a call. I really thought the call was going to be more about like her curiosity of like, what does fundraising look like? What are you going to do? Who are you going to go out to? And she was like, well, I would love to invest. And when she said that, my first instinct was 10,000, 20,000 maximum. And I was like, how much are you thinking? And she was like, $1 million. And I was like, amazing. So this user put $1 million into the company, and we closed on that in June of 2022.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
That's
huge.
amazing. So do you give actual points or like any sort of shares of the app to whoever invested like that?
Yeah, so when she invested, it becomes an equity deal.
Okay.
And so we raised off of this equity document that's called a safe document. And so for whenever we have our first priced round, she will then get her like exact number of ownership percentage. So we actually don't know the exact percentage that she will own until we raise a round that's priced in the equity space.
And when are you doing that?
So I've raised $3.5 million to date.
That's very cool.
Yeah. In January of 2024, we raised our first venture round, but it was on a safe document as well. That was our seed round. When we raise a Series A, that will be a priced round, which will most likely be at the beginning of 2026.
Wow.
Yeah.
So get your wallets ready.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys.
Yeah.
And explain to everybody how, like Katie, you can make money off of her product.
Yeah. Is it like I'm trying to understand. So if I save something in my locker, can I share it with somebody else? And if they buy it, do I make
money? And so do they.
Oh, they make money too?
Yeah.
We all make money?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Let's go.
Yeah, it's inherently social. So each user who signs up for Locker has a profile, and then you curate collections of items. So you could have a collection for summer or your home or
This is like a way
wish
better
list.
Pinterest.
It's like Pinterest for online shopping. I always describe it as if like Pinterest and an influencer network had a baby. Because that's kind of where we sit is it's not exclusive for influencers. It can be anybody. Like my mom uses Locker every single day and she just loves to shop similar to me. But she would never. My mom has like 200 followers on social media. She's not
How do
considered
you
an influencer.
find people? Like if I want to find other people's lockers and what's in there?
So there's a discovery feed on the platform. So we'll highlight certain users every single day we change the feed. But then there's also this trending feed, and it shows you products that we think that you're going to like based off of your other saves, which will show you users that we think you might want to follow. And then also just via social media, people will share their locker, and then from there you can follow other. You can
That's
find users
incredible.
to
So you
follow.
just sign up basically like almost like an affiliate.
You just sign up on Locker in general, and then we kind of take care of the rest.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So Locker is a play on words.
Yeah, it
I
is.
mean, it is a locker. And
It is a Locker.
Yeah,
And it was
it's
my
your
last name. Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what's next?
For Locker, I mean,
Or for Kristine?
Or for Kristine, both. Well, I'm pregnant, so that's next for
Oh
me.
my gosh,
Yeah.
congrats.
Thank you. So I'll be,
Doesn't look it.
I was I look pregnant and I'm not, so that's unbelievable.
no, yeah, I'm almost halfway through my pregnancy, so I'm due at the end of October, and this will kind of be a new chapter for me, essentially trying to manage what it is to be a founder and a mother. So we'll figure that out. I'm not sure. The neighbors will help. George is going to raise my baby.
She's talking about our producers.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, nobody can see
So it's good to have funkles. So
Yes. So that'll be a big chapter for me as well, is just navigating what work. Because I work a lot. I work about 12 to 16 hours a day right now. So we'll see how that shifts when there's a baby in the house. And all of
Big
that.
difference from real estate.
Big difference from real estate. Really big difference. So, I mean, essentially, I've been working on growing the team. When I started, obviously, the team was just me. And then I hired an engineer and a head of marketing. And then now the team is 10 people. And that's kind of allowed me to delegate. So we have 5 engineers, And then we have a head of product, a head of growth, a head of marketing, and myself. And then a social media manager, too.
Oh,
Yeah, social media is huge. That's where all of our growth comes
that's
from.
the time suck of anybody's life, too.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you're doing, it's
Yeah.
like...
But it can be
take a lot.
so valuable. I posted a random TikTok last week, and it ended up getting 2 million views, and we got 5,000 new users from that. And so,
That's incredible.
yeah. So it kind of tells you, like, you should be spending time, where you should be spending time
Yeah.
looking for growth and where you can find users.
Is your husband involved in this business?
He is not.
What does he
He's
do?
very supportive. My husband is in real estate as well. So he is a fan guy on the side.
Does he use the product?
He does. Not as often as I would like him to.
Oh,
but he
nice
does.
locker. I'd love to see what's in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. He'll-
Tools and...
Yeah, he shops randomly, like every maybe 6 months, and we'll just shop a ton. So he'll put like a ton in his locker, then go buy all of it, and then. Yeah.
What's the TikTok?
What's the TikTok?
What's the handle for TikTok?
Oh, our locker's TikTok is at Want Locker. My personal TikTok is at Kristine Locker.
At Want Locker.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's like such a great idea because if you think about it, Pinterest has become so like convoluted with fake ads where people just kind of copy and paste things and they're just doing ads for other people's products for nothing.
Yeah.
It just is so... I'm not even on Pinterest anymore, only for my own personal saving design ideas.
Totally.
But there's no, like, I don't have any interest in it.
Yeah.
And this is so fun. It's like peeking in people's closets.
Yeah, you get to be
It's
like a little
perfect.
voyeur.
Be a
Yeah.
voyeur,
Can we
yeah.
see your closet?
Yeah, exactly. I think Pinterest kind of, they've done incredibly well at inspiration, aspiration, and all of that. But I think it's inherently less social in terms of actually finding people that you know on that platform and being able to connect with them. So,
The video that you posted on TikTok, what was the theme of it, and why do you think that it resonated so much with like such a giant
That's a really
audience?
good question.
so it was a trend on TikTok. It was the holy effing airball trend on TikTok.
What was that?
It was
What's that?
essentially, yes, it was essentially you posting saying, mine started out saying, I told him I was going to start a business or start a company. And he said to me, oh, like a little side hustle. And then it swiped to the last slide, which
was like your
showed
full
our
company?
valuation of like $9 million and being like, holy effing airball. Like, you underestimated me and like, look what I was able to
I
do.
love that.
And it resonated really well. I think it's amazing to see women supporting other women. The amount of women in the comments just being like, slay
go, girl.
queen, you go,
Told
girl.
you.
Like, yeah, this is
Your
amazing.
side hustle,
Yeah.
your little hobby.
Yeah.
Do you miss real estate though?
Not at all.
Oh, that's awesome.
Not at all. I was good at it, but I did not love it.
And what area of real estate is your husband in? And was it the same one that you were in?
He worked for Caruso, so he worked on the development of Palisades and then also Miramar. And then he went to work at CBRE. So he was in commercial.
So he's now a broker?
Yeah, now he's a broker, which is what I did. But when I was a broker, I was working alongside my dad. So that was pretty fun for me.
This is so crazy, but my very first business that I owned in Los Angeles was a mall cart at the Americana.
That's crazy.
Wow.
What were you selling?
Okay, so I had these nail printers. So I was in the nail industry for a very long time. And this is before I even owned a nail salon. And this is what gave me the idea to do the salon. I saw these nail printers on a trip to China. And I was like, these are so cool. You could put your nail in and it would take a photo of you or take any photo or, you know, any sort of logo or picture and print it on your nail in 10 seconds.
That's
Oh,
so
God.
cool.
And I
So
was
you
like,
could do like cheetah print,
Anything.
anything.
Like, you know, whatever you wanted. You could do, you know, Louis Vuitton logos. You could do your
what
photo.
was the product that ended up on your nail?
It would print on your
So
nail.
was it on top of polish?
Yes, it was on top of polish.
Okay.
And so we would do that, but then people would be like, oh, I just got a manicure, or they didn't really understand it. And a mall cart is like 2 seconds of attention. And, you know, it was expensive in the hours, but then I was like, what if I had these in an actual salon? And that's what took off my whole,
That's amazing.
was the Americana, which is Caruso.
I'm obsessed with nails, so if you still own a nail salon, let me know where to go.
Yeah, I sold all of those.
Okay,
but,
okay.
yeah, I still have the nail printer, though. For fun,
Okay.
we like throw it out at parties.
That's amazing.
I know.
And so I didn't know this. How did you go from there to the Kookaburra Lounge?
Oh, that was... so
There's not a connection.
yeah, it's not a connection. I have always done stand-up comedy. It was why I moved to Los Angeles. And I won this competition in 1999 actually 1998, moved here in 99, started doing stand-up, had my own show at the Belly Room in the Comedy Store. And then at 30, when I turned 30, I was like, I need to get a life. Like, I'm just doing random comedy sets. It doesn't pay. And I was working 4 jobs, and I said, I think I want to own something. So I ended up going to nail school, and it was so intense. It was in Koreatown, and all the girls called me Toki, which means like, giant rabbit eyes and face, I guess, in Korean. And it was a wild ride. I learned how to do nails. I learned everything. So I'm hard pressed to take to a nail salon because I'm super like anal about every single thing. Yeah. And I went from owning nail salons. I got a show out of that. Then I developed products and so on and so forth. And then I ended up just getting tired of it. It just got very convoluted. Sold the nail salons and then thought, what would be my next venture?
So cool.
I know.
And just you pulled it out of the air?
I mean, well, I was running shows at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood for almost 10 years. And to be fair, most of the places, it's not great pay. And I thought, why are comics paid so terrible when they're the ones filling the seats and bringing people in? And as a comic, I thought, where are the comedian-owned clubs? And there weren't any. Anybody who owned a club wasn't a comic. And I think they were more of a business person. So they just saw it as a business and didn't really think, hey, what about the person that's performing here? So now we do like very aggressive door deals where, the performer is leaving going, oh my God, I made all this money in LA. I didn't have to leave and tour and, and I did this crazy speakeasy green room where we take care of the comics and they get free stuff. And we just tried to make it very performer friendly. And now it's grown into burlesque and,
so cool.
Murder mystery dinner theater. And we have really great shows coming up.
Where is it? In LA?
It's in the Ovation Hollywood. It used to be called Hollywood and Highland. Do you remember that, like, back in the day? Mm-hmm. It was kind of, and then they complained about the elephants were racist, and I don't know, it was a whole thing. So they tore it all down. They gave it a full facelift, which, is very true to Hollywood. And now it's shiny and new, and they have all these new businesses in there, and I'm one of them.
Amazing.
And we just celebrated 1 year a week ago.
Congrats, that's huge.
Wow.
I don't know how I'm still alive, guys.
So what's next for you, sweetie?
Oxygen. No, so it's all about programming and adding great stuff. And I just signed on to be represented by Gersh, which is huge.
Wow.
Really great agent. I mean, they represent Dave Chappelle, Jamie Foxx. They have huge comics. And I signed with them today, actually, this morning.
Wow, you go, girl.
Today was a little crazy.
That's huge.
So I was like, please wait for me, you guys. So I inked my deal today, and then I am doing a development show with Lionsgate about my business. So this will be the 3rd show that I've done about a business, which is wild. And it's called Funny Business. That's the working title right now. So yeah, the show and the club, I really don't think I can take on anything. Oh, and I just sold my Salt Spa in Studio City. Mind, Body, and Salt. I had it for many years. It's a very cute place, and I sold that because I don't know. I don't know how people do it. I think what's next for me is getting an assistant.
Yes.
Libra.
A Libra, right.
A Libra. That's what I need. I'm a Virgo. I need a Libra. Well balanced. They know what they're doing. Meanwhile, I'm like,
So going back to you. Balance here, like Libra.
Yes.
Since I'm a Virgo too.
That's
a
right.
true Virgo.
I mean, look around.
Yeah. And actually, it is much better organized, but my producers moved things so that I didn't have feathers sticking out of my head where things were hanging. Yeah, with that said, I am mostly a brick-and-mortar shopper at Neiman's. I do shop on Instagram. I scroll.
Wow.
I had George Griffith, who taught me all about Instagram, and I now see things and I will buy things now and again. But for somebody who's a brick and mortar shopper, how can we use your product to brick and mortar shop and benefit you?
That's a great question. I think naturally everybody sees things online because we're constantly getting inspired by TV show, social media, an ad that you get to your email. So if you want to be more of a brick and mortar shopper, but you still maybe see something and you're like, oh, I want to show that to my sales associate at the store, you could put it in your locker and then show them. We maybe won't make money off of that, but you could still use it.
Because right now do screenshots and text
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
But
You could just start creating Locker, or she could help you by creating Locker too before you come in and being like, here are some of the things I pulled for you.
Oh, that's a
And
great
then
idea.
show you when you get in there.
That's a good. And by the way, thank you for supporting businesses still.
it's,
Because I feel like you go
Yeah,
by
brick and
there's-
mortar is definitely quieter these days.
Yeah.
So I know you have a deal with Neiman's, but have you talked to them about enhancing that agreement to include facilitating those who
Brick
shop
and
in the
mortar.
store? Yeah.
It's a problem that brick and mortar stores are trying to solve because there's a really large divide between the data that they get online and then the data that they get with somebody in store. For example, if you go in store and you look at items, they don't know. Sorry, they don't know what you looked at.
Yeah.
I'll try that again so that you guys don't have to cut out my voice.
Do you need some water?
I don't know. I think I'm
Do you have
okay.
any?
Do you need water?
Yes, she
No.
does.
A frog or something is in my throat. That is so strange.
I had 3 bottles of water here yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's-
Pregnancy congestion.
There's a
Yeah.
glass of first down on
Oh yeah, sorry guys.
the. No,
It's like really stuck. Cut.
Just go.
That's why we have a really good editor.
Yeah. It'll be back by the time George gets back. My voice will be back.
As he's,
Yeah,
like, running
it's
down.
back.
Oh yeah, it's back.
There it is. Thanks, George.
I mean, listen, people always think I'm like dying or sick, and I'm like, I just have a really raspy
Your voice.
I love your voice.
Did you ever
I
smoke?
love your voice too.
Never.
Because it,
Thanks.
Yeah,
Sorry
no,
about
never. No smoking. I don't do drugs. I mean,
that. Thank you very,
sometimes
very,
I
very much.
contemplate it, but no, I don't.
Can't get myself there.
I don't smoke. You're right.
Sorry.
I don't smoke
Thank you.
anything. I've never even smoked weed.
Me
So-
nor have I.
Me? Wow.
I've done edibles.
Nope.
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 Nor an
Nope.
edible. I've never touched anything.
I don't
I've
need the
done
munchies,
edibles.
thank you.
Oh no, there's good ones though. I do it for sleep to help me
Okay.
sleep because my brain's like,
Yeah,
you
you're
know.
like trying to like shut down.
Yeah, but then of course I wake up like 3 hours later and I'm like,
Where am I?
yeah, I'm just not
What
like
happened?
any pill or anything like that type of person.
Yeah.
You know,
Totally.
You're self-charging.
I am. I'm one of those people
Do
that
you drink caffeine?
all the time.
Okay.
I don't.
Me either.
You
You wouldn't
don't
want me on caffeine.
Me either. I'm
Nope,
a
nope,
psychopath
nope.
on caffeine. I start talking and really, really fast in 2 months. Yeah, it's crazy.
Really, I'm like that's what I do. I go like coffee, and then wine.
Okay, you love that.
Okay, that's the
Is
antidote.
this recording, I hope?
I have so too. That's perfect.
Start it again, that's funny. So that's the kind of sound I've been recording.
Amazing.
Oh,
Coffee,
really?
coffee, then
I
wine.
mean, that's literally my day. It's like, okay, what time is it? Oh, it's wine time.
That's how we're
That should be
successful
on your
entrepreneurs.
tombstone. Coffee,
Coffee,
coffee, then
coffee,
wine.
wine.
Yep. That's literally what it is. And people are like, do you drink water? I'm like, oh, I guess sometimes.
Maybe.
So my friend got me one of those crazy Stanley cups, and I do my best to carry it around and drink it, but it's
Oh,
heavy.
she needs a McGriffin.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
Yay. You get one of the McGriffin
They'll give
Stanley
it,
cups.
my producers, they'll give
oh
you one
my
of those.
god, I'm so excited.
And it's pretty pink. It's really adorable.
Oh, I love it. Okay, good, perfect.
I have
Be
to
carrying
like,
it
support businesses. Really.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go back
Okay.
to you.
Okay, so for Neiman Marcus or any brick and mortar, they have a really hard time tying the data between online and in person. And in person, it's even harder to retarget consumers because you may look at 20 different things in the store, but then maybe you buy one thing or you don't buy anything. So then how do they know what you were looking at? How do they retarget you? How do they go and find you again? And so we've kind of started to think through how we can use Locker to do that, but there's no perfect solution for it yet. But it would be a really big help for stores,
Like if
brands,
you could scan
retailers.
something or
Yeah, like if you to like mark your interest, or like they've started to thinking about like temperature maps for people in stores.
oh, mine would be hot.
It's hard though because there's so many products in one area. So what are you
Oh.
temperature mapping? But that's something.
What about scanning?
Yeah, you could like scan a tag as
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Well, if you have somebody who shops with you, they can enter
Yes.
data.
Yes.
But if you're just wandering around and
By
pulling
yourself.
things off and say, "Can I please have a changing room?" then that's not going to help.
Oh yeah, when I'm at Neiman Marcus, it's like for me, it's ADD blowout because I go in there, I'm like, I need black pants, and then I walk out with like a swimsuit cover up, a new Dior bag. I'm like, what am I doing here?
Okay.
Get me out of the store.
Don't you remember I introduced you to somebody there? You need
shopper.
help there.
Oh
A
yeah, the shopper. I used to have a really great personal shopper there who would bring me champagne, wine. It was fabulous, and then would help navigate things for me. But it was always before events, so it would be like Grammys or something like that. And if I go in there on my own, it is problematic. That's why I think I was like traumatized as a child. That's why, I mean, to be fair, your app, I'm all for it.
Yeah, keep you very organized.
Yes.
But I can connect you to her and try it, not for
Then you
an
have a
event,
shopper
and
again.
see what it's like.
I need a new shopper again because otherwise it's
That's easy.
I can be your online shopper,
Yep.
and she could be your in-store
like,
shopper.
I mean, I
But
have
I
it
still
in
want you to be
stores.
able to help the in-store.
Yeah, I do love
Because
that.
we got to keep the brick and mortar stores.
I know.
And we have to
100%.
keep women who choose to, or men who choose to, or non-binary, who choose to shop
Yeah.
in a store.
Totally.
That's what I prefer. But I do love scrolling around
Me too.
and checking things out. But the problem for me is most things don't fit me.
Oh, yeah.
And the quality of the fabric is not necessarily what it looks like.
Appears to be online.
Yes, and if certain brands I'm pretty okay with, but learning a new one, and then
Yeah.
you get
Do
something
you shop online?
a little bit.
See,
I mean, one of my
You
one of my
don't? No.
favorite
the
designers is a friend and client of mine.
Oh, really?
Do you have a deal with Frank and Eileen?
No.
Okay, I'm happy to
Help
introduce you
me.
to the
Amazing.
owner,
There we
Audrey
go.
McLaughlin, and sweaters, pants, jeans. Started with white tailored shirts. She has a collection of. Well,
That's
all
what
those
I
are
need
hers.
is white
Amazing.
shirts.
Yes.
You have
Really
to
good
start with
white
like
shirts.
a basic wardrobe, and then you build around that too. And then you just go to like a uniform of like, oh, I wear this, I feel really good in it, and then I can build pieces.
I
around
mean,
that.
if you just go in my closet, you're like, oh, she does stand up. It's like flats galore and blazers. Like
There
there's,
you go.
and then there's like one section of just dresses when I have to go to events with my husband. Other than that, it's like, it's so boring. I mean, my shoes are fabulous. You can see
Yes,
my
they
bags,
are.
but-
The shoes are great.
The shoes are crazy. I have a closet just for shoes.
I'm jealous.
It's like crazy lubes.
Yeah, here's some, and then in my other closets, yeah, I'm a shoe gal.
Do we wear the same size?
8.5.
What? You're so tiny.
What are you? 7?
I'm a 5.5, 6.
Whoa!
But I'm only 5 feet tall, so maybe that's why.
Wait,
I
you
think
have
if you're as
5.5
taller than I am.
size foot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to introduce you to Audrey from Frank and Eileen.
Amazing.
Do you
Children's
have
feet.
relationships with other shoe designers?
Probably most of them.
But my favorite, my two favorites,
I'd have to look. What was your favorite again?
Jennifer Shimondi,
Okay, that one I need to look up.
Enrico Queenie, which
No, I'd
is
have to look that one up,
formerly
too.
Her Rose, one of my besties.
Okay.
Her
really?
newer line.
Okay, amazing. I'll look them up.
But I'm happy to facilitate
Thank
that. These
you.
are some of my
I
close friends.
appreciate that.
Then you can just
That's
go
amazing.
online and put them in your locker. Oh, I see what you're doing here.
Yeah, no,
He's
I'm
like, this is how I'm going to use it.
This
See,
would be so much easier for me.
I just go straight to the source, so
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
that's-
have to. But
yes.
my goal here is I'm a divorce lawyer, but I prefer to put people together.
I love that.
So I could have sworn that you were here for that dinner party because I curate the seating.
Yeah.
I did for the Valentine's Day party.
Valentine's Day, yeah, that was super fun.
I curated that seating.
Yeah, and by the way,
Next year you'll be invited.
her
you.
events, when I tell you, are mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. It's like the most incredible women, and you feel so good because, day to day you're around, whoever. This is like every single woman who does something amazing. It's like, feels like like a sorority.
I love that.
I told her, I go, can I make jackets for everybody?
So at
Some
my
sort of
women's
crest.
holiday party,
Yeah.
December 3rd, mark it on your calendar.
Okay.
I curated the seating at my table. And as a result of that, all the women sitting together now go to her lounge. I missed the last one. We're going next week, which I invited you
Yeah,
to.
you're gonna come Wednesday.
I'm very excited.
And it's like a fun support system for each other.
Yeah, it was like
amazing.
table number 1
Yeah.
is coming on Wednesday.
It's amazing. I love that.
So fun.
You had an idea. You had an idea. What advice can you give to people, young women, young guys, who think they have a really good business idea, have no idea how to get it off the ground, how to get funding? But I know what I did when I started my own law firm 34 years ago, and then 9 years ago I moved my firm to Blank Rome. But I can tell you what I did, but I'm much more conservative. I mean, think back. You weren't alive then. You weren't alive then.
Oh, I was, but oh my God, thank you.
So advice from both of you, since you're entrepreneurs. How do people develop an idea?
think you have to be really willing to take risks and be very open to talking to as many people as possible. I always say your network is your net worth, and I know that's very cheesy, but as many people as you can surround yourself with who are going to want to support you and help you and introduce you to people.
Like I've just offered.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
see?
Like build amazing people around you who want to help. And then I time blocked my success metrics. So I would say, like, I'm going to give myself 3 months and see what I can create in these 3 months so that you don't just kind of go off into the universe and lose track of time. So if you can really time block what your goals are and try and meet them in that period of time, it's helpful to keep on track. Because when you're an entrepreneur, there are no guardrails. So you could kind of go off into...
It's the roller coaster
Yeah.
to hell.
But what you've also
wild.
taught me is something I know from my own experience. You know, we plan God laughs. You had no clue that when you got on the phone call with that user,
No.
that she was going to invest.
No.
That's awesome.
So you just
Say
made
yes.
yourself, yes,
Say yes to everything. Within reason, but say yes.
and create your own guardrails, but not
Yeah.
bricks.
Exactly.
Put bumpers on those guardrails.
Exactly.
And you?
Oh my gosh. I mean, for me, I feel like I've done so many different things, and it's in my crazy brain that I have to like really reel it in to have a solid plan. I think that's the thing. I write everything down still to this day. I don't use, calendars in my iPhone and things like that. I have to physically write it and
Me too.
see it to have it be in my head to remember. So I think that it's always good to keep some sort of paper and pen journal of what you're doing and what you're going through, so you can always look back and go, okay, don't do this. Here's what I need to do. I just feel like that is an old school thing that still should exist, even though there's all this technology. It helps you really in kind of like reeling things in. And if you have an idea, exhaust your resources before you spend money. Because a lot of times people are like, oh my God, I have this great idea, blah, blah. I'm like, that already exists. I'm like, and they're like, I didn't know that. I'm like, Google it. Like,
Yeah, we put a few copycats out of business already quite quickly, where they essentially built the same business as us, and then I was like, excuse me, we were already here
wait,
first.
did you guys trademark? And
We didn't. Well, we have a trademark. We have a few patents, but we didn't actually put them out of business ourselves. It was just that we already had a strong community and people
Right.
using it, and so then, when you try and enter the scene, it was a little bit harder for them.
Yeah, good for you.
They were male-owned businesses, so no offense. I wasn't too sad about them.
Wow.
Yeah.
5 years ago, if somebody asked, what are you going to be doing in 5 years, you would have had no clue.
idea.
I remember when I started my own law firm right after my son was turning 1. He's my older child. And I went to City National Bank and I did a business plan. I learned what my college classmates who went to business school did. I did a business plan. I thought I was really cool. And I got a loan and a line of credit. And the only thing that was accurate about my business plan was the rent. All the other numbers were wrong.
That's so
And
true.
I made a comment years later to my banker who I met then, asking people who I should go to. And I said, oh, my business plan, and, that's what you like. She started laughing. She said, we didn't accept you because of your business plan. We accepted you because of you. We believed in you. And same with both of you. You have a passion for something, you describe it, and people are going to believe in you and want to support you, which is what I've actually been saying this whole time. I want to do things to support both of you, because I think what you're doing is really cool, and my bias is to support women.
I
That's
appreciate
my
that.
bias. Support men, they have it easier.
Yeah, for sure. When you're talking about bank loans and getting a small business loan, that is very difficult for women and especially difficult for minority women. So that's like the number one thing is I wish there was more female entrepreneurs, but they're always like, how do I get there?
Yeah.
How do I get that money? How do I get the bank to believe in me?
Women get 2% of venture capital dollars.
That's terrible.
Which
And
is
one of our guests is a woman venture capitalist
Oh,
giving
amazing.
money,
Amazing.
which you'll meet her at one of my shindigs.
Okay, can't wait.
She's terrific and beautiful. And she was sitting in this chair last week.
Oh, amazing.
We met when there's a group of us who were honored, got an award, and okay, I really like these women who are getting an award. Kate was the one who did that.
Oh, yeah.
Not Katie, Kate.
Yeah.
Kate. Yeah. She put on the event, I think it was like a month ago.
Was it a month ago? I lost track of time.
I remember it was like, maybe it was like a month ago. I was up in Mulholland and like beautiful, sponsored, and it was like
I have never seen so many influencers in my life. And we left. The party was still going on with all these influencers. There were hundreds and hundreds of people
I
there.
couldn't even park. Do you know that? I pulled up. There was nowhere to park, and I was like, "Well, I guess I'm
Leave my
leaving."
car here. Oh, just
So I went to the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Well,
Amazing.
for
Love
me,
that trip.
they gave me VIP parking, and when I tried to leave, I was blocked in.
Oh.
And I had dinner plans, and it was about an hour, and I went back in, and I'm not so large, and I, in my own voice,
Yelled.
not mean, but like, okay, who has this car? Because you're blocking me in. And they finally figured it out. The security guards were going through, nobody could figure it out, and then 5'2" Stacy goes in, and people are coming up to me like, "You go, girl."
I love that.
I love that. That's like old school cheerleader. Like that voice. I mean, listen, that's what I did. So I'm like, that's probably why my voice is like that. But if you need me to yell, I'm gonna yell.
Like, I can do it.
Yes.
I can do it.
Good for you.
So I'm getting the let's wrap it up.
Oh,
So please join me in thanking Kristine Locker, along with my wonderful co-host, Katie Cazorla. Joining us again here at youtube.com, at Stacy D. Phillips Ask, or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow me on Instagram and LinkedIn at Stacy D. Phillips Ask. We will include links for Kristine and Katie in the episode information, but please let our listeners know how to reach you, Kristine.
You can find me at Kristine Locker on Instagram and TikTok, and at Want Locker on Instagram and TikTok too.
and me, I'm at official Katie Cazorla on Instagram, and then I just got a TikTok, guys.
Oh my goodness.
So I know, look at me, old lady. It's at the Kookaburra Lounge, which if Kookaburra is Kookaburra.
I always get chills hearing that name. It just reminds me of my childhood. And you told me your mom used to sing that to you.
Kookaburras,
It's in the old gum tree. Yeah,
That's so cute.
it's very cute. Yeah. So you've been listening to Stacy Phillips and Friends, where love is always in fashion.
So cute.
And one pickup, it's Alicia Hamp. Just say.
What?
It's Alicia Hamp. If you just want to say
Okay.
that, we'll plug that in.
I was debating if I was allowed to do. Okay. So I was talking about a woman who specializes in venture capital for women, Alicia Hamp, and she's bright and beautiful, and you will meet her at my house.
I can't wait.
She's really terrific. She's my new group of friends from season 2.
Okay, I can't wait.
Love it.
Thank you.
Yes.
So,
Great job,
Amazing.
guys.
July